Hey y'all, I'm Chris, and this is It Worth It, y'all? And welcome back to Quick Canning Cuisine. We are, I believe, on episode 10, and we are gonna do a ton with jars. See how many jars we're gonna get rid of? We are gonna make chili, and we like to serve our chili on top of rice. So, stick around. This is gonna be like 12 minutes in the cooker for the rice, and you literally just throw all that stuff in a pot and heat her up. So, 12-minute dinner, here we go. All right, y'all, first thing we're gonna do is, I forgot my jar opener. If you don't have one of these jar openers, I'll link it in the description. It is amazing. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start this rice. The way I like to do my rice in an Instant Pot, I don't wash it. I think it turns out okay. Now we're gonna do a ton of rice because Greg has got a hankering for fried rice. And so we need rice for that. So that was 1 cup, and that's 2 cups of dried rice. Now that's a lot of rice. So we'll be eating on that for a minute. So the next thing I'm gonna throw in here, so 2 cups, I always do double the liquid. So 2 cups of rice equals 4 cups of liquid, which is a quart. So we're putting a quart of turkey stock in there. And then I like to toss in about a half stick of butter with that much rice. So we'll put a little stir on it to make sure it's not stuck to the bottom and all the liquid is coating all the grains. And then we're gonna do it on pressure cook on high for 12 minutes. All right, that's going. Now let's move to the stove. Okay, now we are ready for my version of fast food. So we are ingredient canners. Yes, you can can chili, but we like to can ingredients. So, because we can turn this stuff into whatever we want. This is ground beef. That is a pint of ground beef. I did not drain it. We're gonna put a pint of our kidney beans in there. We can these from dry beans. I should have a video on that. If not, I'll make one. This is what's called, oh, it smells so good, chili base. I think we're gonna put a couple of those in there. So this is basically like all the seasonings and stuff that you would put. Oh, that one's thick. Nice. There we go. All the seasonings and stuff that you would put in chili, we put in there. So we're gonna do tomato sauce and we're gonna do diced tomatoes. I like diced tomatoes, Greg does not. So this is gonna be our chili. And I feel like this is not enough meat, so I'm gonna go get some more meat and throw it in here. And that's it. It's dump and go. Now all we gotta do is heat it up. I'll taste it for you. I'll probably add 2 more pints of meat. Probably drain it because that's a little runny. But I like chili that way because it's really good on hot dogs. Might go get some more beans too. Oh yeah, that's good. Yep. And this is just for me and Greg, so I know I'm double dipping. Okay. More meat, more beans. All right, incoming. Or let's get this to drain a little bit more. This is another pint of meat, a pint of black beans, and a pint of pinto beans. Oh, there it is. That looks like chili. Now, at this point, if you don't care for the flavor, this is where you need to do your flavors. Like I said, this is just heat through. And this is a lot of chili. We're gonna freeze some of this for later. Probably eat it for lunch a couple times as well. It's always nice to see a big old pot of chili on the stove. Yep, that's good. I want more cumin though. And Greg's gonna want it spicier. So let's do this. I like the cumin flavor and he likes spicy. So let's get both of those in there. I also think I want more black pepper. I don't think there was enough of that in there. The other thing you can do to make this less runny is don't put the tomato sauce or the diced tomatoes in. Or if you put the diced tomatoes in, drain it. But I wanted to stretch this. All right, that was crushed red pepper and cumin. And I'm gonna toss some black pepper in. Just think it needs it. Does cumin, comment below, does cumin smell like dirty feet to you or is it just me? It smells like dirty socks. At least that's what I think. I know that's weird, but that's what it smells like. Okay. All right. Let her heat up. All right, y'all, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 items, 8 jars out of the pantry. Now, if that ain't a quick canning cuisine recipe, I don't know what is. Got 11 minutes left on the pressure cooker. Chili's heating up. Let me talk a little bit about ingredient cooking or ingredient canning. Here, let's come over here so you can see my mess. Let's talk about ingredient canning and why we do it. Y'all know you can just make chili and can it and put it on the shelf. But what we like to do is, let's say we got veal or we got a venison in and we wanted to use venison for our chili. With the chili base, you can put that meat in there. Just happen to have ground beef this time. Sometimes we do chili with pork sausage, whatever it is. If I was gonna do a white chicken chili, we wouldn't be using the red chili base. But the chili base, what we use is, y'all are gonna laugh, we use a Mrs. Wage's chili base packet and we just follow the directions. They are so good. So we just can that up because when they go on sale, I buy them and then next year use them. So that's where the chili base came from. We're only using, we have diced tomatoes canned and we have tomato sauce canned, that's our tomatoes, but we bought these as backups and we want to get through these first. So we're going to keep using these until we run out and then go to our canning pantry. Ground beef. If you do not have this protein on your shelf, you're silly. Some people say that they don't like the texture and that it smells like dog food. I can see where it smells like dog food. It smells different. I mean, it's something different. The reason why some people, if you use the raw pack method on this, I agree. The texture is disgusting. I go ahead and brown this and then can it in beef stock. So I brown this first. So I hot pack it. I do not raw pack ground beef. I tried that one time and yeah, it slides out like a can of like a can of dog food. I mean, I could see how you could be off-put by the smell, but once you stick it in a thing of chili or something like that, like I use this for lasagna or spaghetti or something, it doesn't taste like it smells. Just one of them things. And then all the beans that we use, these are cleared out now, but all the beans that we use, I start with dry beans, and then sometimes I just fill it up and can it. Other times I go ahead and soak them overnight and do it that way. They're easier to digest if you do the overnight soak, rinse them out and do it that way. But I always start with dry beans and then I go ahead and can up what I think I'm gonna need for the season and then use them off the shelf. Chris, why do you can beans whenever you can stick them on the shelf? And all you have to do with the dried beans is put them in water and soak them overnight. Well, sometimes I forget that it's coming up in the menu that I need beans. And so what do? Like tonight, I go grab them off the shelf because it's convenient and they're already prepared and ready to go. Let's say you don't have water in that specific moment or whatnot. They're done. You can eat them suckers right out of the jar if you wanted to. So that's part of the reason why we do that as well. The majority of our beans are saved dried because they last, not technically forever, but forever. So just the stuff that we think we're gonna use in a 1 to 2 year time frame, we can and we stick them on the shelf, especially if we have empty jars. So why not use them? All right, y'all gonna have to excuse the noise. I got iced tea brewing. All right, so what I like to do is do a quick release on this because, and I like to put a towel over it so it doesn't like kill my furniture or my cabinets. I like to do a quick release on this when it ends because I want to test to make sure that the rice is cooked all the way through. If the rice is cooked all the way through, I'm gonna leave it in here with the lid closed down for another 5 to 10 minutes just to let it stay warm and cook off any extra liquid. If there's a ton of liquid, I'll just turn it back on again and repressurize it, no big deal. But usually, 9 times out of 10, this is good to go. And I'll fluff it and then serve up and be ready to roll, excuse me. All right, y'all, the rice is exactly how I want it. So I'm gonna spoon some out. And there's something to be said about making rice with stock. It just starts the dish out with amazing flavor. So there it is. I'm gonna spoon me some chili on top. This is how we like to eat it. Now, I'm not gonna put any cheese on here yet because I wanna taste it just like this, but I'm gonna let that cool down. All right, y'all. I changed my mind. I put cheese right there. So, there it is. What do you guys, put it in the comments below, what do you guys eat your chili on? I like it on rice. That's the way I grew up down in the South. Yes. I kind of want to cut up a hot dog and stick it in here. I don't know why. I got chili dogs on the brain. Let's try it with Parmesan cheese. You know it's going to be better because it's cheese. Yep. Simple meal. Sticks to your ribs. Do it. And now this was like crazy quick. Maybe like 15 minutes because it takes a little bit of time to make the Instant Pot go up to temperature and then bring it back down or vent it. So 15-minute meal, y'all, and we got rid of 10 cans. So thank you for watching this episode of Quick Can and Cuisine. We'll see you on the next one. And until we see you on that video, bye, y'all. I'm gonna go eat. I should probably wait for Greg. Maybe he won't mind. I'm not waiting for Greg. This is good.